in. All right, so first of all, we'll learn how to navigate on the Jupyter notebook that we've already installed on our system. So let me share my screen. Let me share my screen. No. Hold on, let me share. I don't know if you can see my screen. So can you see what I'm sharing? What can you see, please? Okay, if the all right, I think you're having issues with your network. So what we'll do, you can use a chat box. I always go through your chat. Can you use the chat box? Yes, I can see. Okay, so please, what can you see? Are you seeing the Jupyter notebook already open with folders in it? Hello, someone should please, if you can't reply me, can you use the chat? Hi, okay. Welcome, audio. Okay. Can you see Jupyter notebook already open on my system where you have folders of 3D objects, Anaconda 3, contacts, desktop, and the rest? Is that what you can see? I want to be sure we're on the same page. Hello, who is there? Blessing, you can hear me, right? Please,
yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, please, what can you see on the screen? I'm sharing my screen.
I'm just seeing notebook app. I don't know if it's that one. Jupyter lab application directory.
Oh,
and
okay.
so that's what I'm saying.
Okay, I think this way. Can you see my cursor?
Yes, I can see it.
Okay, I think this is where you are now. All right, so let me copy this. That's not what I wanted us to see. Let's see how we can share the screen. Okay, so let me reshare. Let me try to reshare. All right, please, Bless, what are you seeing now? Are you seeing the same thing?
Okay, I'm seeing 3D objects, Anaconda 3, contacts, desktop.
That's fine. Thank you very much. That's
okay.
So this is our Jupyter notebook. I think this is what others have. Others like Udion and Adeze. I think this is what we have. Please, you can use the chat box to reply if you're having issues with network. Yeah. All right. So how can just want to go through how can we go through this? How can use the Jupyter notebook? So this is the new button. Click on the new. Click on Python 3. It will load. It will take us to the next page.
Should we be doing this as we are watching it?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Please, this stuff that is recorded, at the end of the class, we can still go back to it, ba?
Yes, I will download it and send it to every one of us on the group.
Okay.
But then this is
I've
Zoom.
not been able to.
Okay, I'm
I've
listening.
not been able to download my this thing. So I've not been able to download my own.
All right, no problem. So I think this class will go off after every 40 minutes. So let's try to be on the call. So after every 40 minutes, it will reconnect. Reasons being that it's not a registered ES, so it's not a paid one. I think it will reconnect after every 40 minutes. I think you are seeing my screen now. So someone said on the chat box that the new has options. Yes. So you have to click on Python 3. So this is where I am now. So I don't know if we're on the same page. If you're on the same page, please let me know.
Yes, ma'am, we have.
All right. Okay, so from here, now the notebook is created. We've already created a notebook now from what we have here, but it's still untitled. So by clicking into the text untitled on the top, you can give it a name. So any name of your choice. This is the untitled here. So you can give it any name of your choice. Let's say, what should I name now? You can name it first project, anything at all. You can name it, anything you want to. Let's see. What can I name now? Okay, I think I should just use project or notebook or anything. Just a project, but this is not a project. So why should I say project? First class. I think that's fine. This is not first class. Okay, first hands on. Okay. So if you check on top, you'll find out that we've already renamed. Are you there with me? Have you done the same? We're not using the chat box. We are not speaking. Please, if you're there, I don't want to keep anybody behind.
Sorry, where did you click on to change the title again? Sorry.
Okay, so just here, you will see untitled. Just click on it and impute any name of your choice.
Okay, thank you.
All right.
I'm with you, ma'am.
Okay. Alice, are you there?
Yes, I've done that.
All right, so this is how, as time goes on, we'll learn how all these things work. So I want to start explaining. I want us to start working. So from there, we'll learn how the whole environment, how the platform actually works. So the first thing we do, this is a cell. This is called a cell. So let's type inside our cell. You can start typing any Python code directly here. So for you to execute the code in the cell, you have to click on the run button. This is the run button. So anytime we put in some code here, for us to see the output, we click on the run button. So let's start our first project. let's say, if I start with subtraction or addition. Okay, so now I just want to say print hello world. Let's see how it works. Print hello world or hello Rena. But hello. Now, this way our output will always come in. So it could be hello anything, it could be print anything, it could be say, you could just say print hello Adeze, hello Odion, hello Blessing. So you can print anything at all. All right, so that's it. I don't know, but then in programming, that's always the first thing you see. In Java, in Python, everywhere, you will just hear hello world. It's not static. You can print anything, but that's always the first programming code anybody learn when you are going into, let's say when you want to start learning any of these programming languages. So today we'll be talking about basic arithmetic in Python. So you can say 1 plus 1, 1 plus 1, run. You can see the output. 1 plus 1 is 2. 2 minus 1, 3. Just for addition. So we'll be working on basic arithmetic in Python. So we are done with addition. The same way you do subtraction. Let's say 2 minus 1. Shift enter. So if you don't want to use the run button, you can always say shift. You can hold your shift and enter button because you can, from there, that's the shortcut for run. Now, multiplication in Python, when you say, okay, it's the same thing. Let's normal 2 multiplied by 3. 2 multiplied by 3, shift enter. 2 times 3, that's 6. Now, we want to talk about division. So all the ones have been doing it. These are the normal thing that we know. Multiplication, subtraction, and addition. So now we want to talk about division. Division in Python always returns floats. Now, when I mean floats, we'll talk about, let's just follow this class one step at a time. Anything I say, or any particular language, or any word I use that I do not understand, I will explain it that moment, but then we'll meet it later. Like when I mean meeting it later, where we can explain it, have a full explanation of, probably have it as a topic to discuss it better. All right. So division in Python always return floats. When I mean float is when you have let's say 1 divided by 1, you have 1.0. All right. So it's a float. It's a float in the sense that 2.0 is a float, 3.0 is a float, 4.0 is it does not return a whole number. Okay. So here you can, since I just explained, so you can always do it from your end. So let's have it this way. 1 divide by 1, shift enter, have 1.0. So 1.0 is a float. So let's talk about powers. When I say 2 raised to power 3. So 2 raised to power 3 normal is what? Two raised to power 3.
8.
Okay, that's 2 times 2 times 2. Abi? 2 into 3 places. Right?
Yeah.
Okay. So here you do, this is how you present it here. 2 raised to power 3, shift enter. You have 8. Okay, so this one, let's see how we can work on this. We call it order of operations. order of operation. So we have 2 raised to power 2 raised to power in bracket 3 divided by 2. Let's see how to help us with 2 raised to power in brackets 3 divided by 2. So with this, normally this is, someone could just say, why don't you, I don't know how, but then this what we call board mass. First of all, you work with the one in brackets. I think, yeah, bracket comes before multiplication. So it has to be 3 divided by 2, whatever you get, 2 multiplied by what, 2 raised to power, whatever it is. So board mass, BOD, that's bracket, yeah. So bracket comes first. So we have to work. So you don't need to start using paper or anything. This is where coding starts from. This is where coding makes life easy. So imagine you have like something very large. You don't need to start using your papers and all of that. I know your calculator can do this, but can our calculator actually do it directly? Yeah, maybe it should. Well, these are just the minor things that little, we are just going into Python. We're just, at least are the things that, oh, Python can actually do for us. So shift enter, you have 2 points, 82, that's the correct answer. So when you can still have, like I said, this is order of operation. You can have 1 minus in bracket 10 plus 1. So when we have 1 minus 10 plus 1, what's the answer? Let me write it down. 1 minus 10 plus 1. 10 plus 1. So what's the output?
Should be minus 10.
Minus 10. So how did you, okay, forget about the answer. How did you do it?
Okay, it's normal calculation. 10 plus 1, 11. 1 minus 10.
Okay, that means you work with the bracket
first before the answer.
All right, that's fine. That's correct.
Yes.
Okay, so I think this is enough for order of operation. So now we want to talk about variables and data types in Python. Variables and data type in Python. Now we have some of the data types we have integer data type, we have the floats. Like I said, I think we talked about floats initially. So this way you will know the full meaning of floats. So some of the data types we have in Python, we have integers, floats, boolean, and strings. Float, integers, boolean, and strings. There are 4. Integers, like we've known this right from primary school, secondary school, and so integers are whole numbers. Whenever you hear the word integers, they are always whole numbers. Why floats? They are floating points. We call it floating points. Floating, they are numbers that comes with a decimal point. So 2.0, 3.0, 4.0, 10.1, anything with a decimal point is a float. Okay, then in Python, okay, I talked about string. Anything inside an inverted comma in any, should I use the word in any programming language? It's a string. Anything inside, and that was why when he said hello world just came out. That's a string. So anything inside an inverted comma is a string. Okay, let's see, type Rena. So just output Rena for me, that's all. Type Rena. Okay, str, meaning it's trying to say that this data type we are using here, it's a string data type. Do you understand it? Hello?
Hi.
Is anyone there?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, all right. So when you type another one, type 100. Let's say 100. It's telling us that what you have here is an integer. So integer is a whole number. Rena is a string. You can try for other ones. I think we talked about float, string. What again? I think there were 4 we talked about. So you can try the other ones. Just type, put anything in between inside the brackets. So you can still type. Let's say you can put in 1.2. Let's see what to give you. Type 1.2 or type 0 or type anything. Let's see what you will get. Are we there? Did you get floats? Is anyone lost?
Type 1.2 give me string.
Okay, the only reason why to give you string is if there is an inverted, did you put inverted comma?
Yeah.
No, you shouldn't now. I said anything
The
inside.
apostrophe.
Yeah, I said anything inside that apostrophe is inverted comma, anything inside it is a string. So that's why I gave you. So try to remove it to give you the
Okay.
appropriate data type.
Okay, I have.
Did it work?
I have it float now.
All right, that's fine.
Yeah,
Adeze, are you there? Did you get the same?
Yes, I have. I haven't got the integer.
All right, great. Okay, so we'll be going into assigning variables. First of all, what is a variable? A variable is a memory location. In other words, I could say a variable is my flash drive, variable is my hard disk, variable is my container. So anywhere it's just a memory location where you can put something. So most times we could just tell you, oh, variable is a container. All right. So you call it memory location, you can call it container. If you understand it by saying it's a flash drive, it's fine. So how do you assign these variables? Why do you even assign variable? So I could say A equal to, let's say A equal 30. What this means here, what it means here is that I'm storing my 30 inside A. Like I'm storing 30 in A, meaning, oh, anytime I call A, please, output 30 from you. Do you get it? Are we there? I'm not getting any response. Okay.
I'm with you, ma'am.
All right. Okay. So, okay, I've seen the chat. So from here, you could just say, you could call on A. Let's see what happens. Say A. You're saying it, right? So it means that I am saving 30 inside A. You can save anything in A. So A is a memory location. That's a variable. So anytime you call on, okay, I'm looking for A, I'm looking for 30. How do I get 30? You must call A for 30 to answer. I'm Serena. You're looking for me. If you don't call my name, I cannot answer you. So if you don't call A, 30 cannot pop up. All right, so that's everything about. Basically, that's just variable. That's what variable means in Python. That's what it means in Java. That's what it means in PHP. Anywhere variable, it's just the same. Variable is variable everywhere. So you use to store
I'm
things.
sorry, how do I I'm sorry, how do I delete the line?
Okay, you made a mistake, right?
Yes, I did.
You can
So this A now is just for figures, not for alphabet.
Okay, you want to store A equals.
What if I want to store?
Go ahead.
What if I want to store A equal to Odeon? Can it work? Because I just tried it. I did D equal to Odeon, then it's saying error, trace back. OD is not defined. Odeon is not defined.
All right. So another thing again about variable is that we have rules for naming variables. There are rules governing it.
Okay.
Yeah. So when we talk about the rules, but we'll talk about the rules later. Okay. So with this, we'll just do a simple calculation. The other thing again is you can do type A. Let's on that. Just do type A. Just do what we've been doing it since. Okay, this meeting now has unlimited minutes. It's about to end, but it will reconnect us back in the next. It will reconnect us back again. Like I said, it will last for 40 minutes. So they've already warned us now. In case it goes off, please do not disconnect. Try to reconnect again. Okay, type in type A. I want to check something. Type A. Then you enter.
Integer.
Why? Why is it integer?
Because it's type. I don't know.
Anyone? Why is it integer? Sorry, why is it? What did he? When you say type A, why did he say integer?
It's a whole. Okay, maybe not a whole number, but it's just
you're right.
On its own. Doesn't have
it's a whole number. You're right. But the reason why it said integer is that it has already recognized that whenever you are calling A, you're referring to 30. So 30 is an integer. So when I say type A, it has already known, oh, the only A here we have is 30. I don't know if you understand. So this system, this platform already understands that anytime I call on A, it means that they're referring to 30. So it's not just A here that is coming up, A as an alphabet. No. What is here? It's we now that knows that at the back end, the content here is 30. So when you say type A, Python only recognizes that A here, you've already assigned a number to A. So at this point, Python is telling me that, oh, Serena is asking type 30. So type 30 is actually an integer. So when you say let's type B. Let's see. Of course, it's going to give us an error. Did it give us anything?
No.
Why? You say B is not defined because defined. You did not define anything in B, but A was defined. So what I'm trying to explain here is they cannot just come and type in any number. No, it must be defined, which is what we've already done before. So you can do something like this. You can say A. At this point now, what is our A? What's
30.
our A here? A is 30, right?
30.
Okay, you can say A plus 10. Do you understand the logic behind it now?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Okay, you can have a B. You can say B plus, let's say B, no, assign. Let's say B equal to 6.
Equal to.
If B is equal to 6, I want to say, I can say A plus B. A plus B here. Am I correct? Is it correct? A plus B. 36.
Yes, ma'am.
That's 30 plus 6.
Correct.
Yes, that's
Yeah.
because we assigned a value to A, assigned a value to B. So anytime we want to access those values, we call on the whatever container we used to assign those values.
Okay.
Okay, so the same thing, you can still say A divided by B.
Yeah, I did multiplication already.
So A can divide B. A can just play around with it. Anything, just play around. Put in anything you want to put. Okay, so if you have any question while you are trying to play around with other numbers and all of that, please call on me. So let's talk about Python strings. Python strings. Like I said before, a string is an ordered sequence of characters. So the keywords here, I said ordered and characters. Ordered means that we'll be able to use indexing and slicing to grab elements from the string. Let's try something. Hello, this is my first string. So let's try. So you can write with a single quote or a double quote, whichever works. Hello, this is my first string. Do you understand string? Can I move to the next one? Can we continue? Hello? Okay, I think I've seen the chat. Right, so we can just say, I think we've done this before, print. We've done that before when we say print hello world. So when we printed the hello world, we printed, when we say print hello world, with the inverted comma. So the hello world came out. So it's the same thing. But then let's do this. Print okay, so sorry. Let's do this. Print This is a new line. This is a new line. Use a slash.
Hello, I'm sorry for cutting you short, but
All right.
I don't know. I want to ask a question.
Yes, please go ahead.
Why did we not start? Why did we not start the hello? This is my first string with print. What's the difference between the both?
Difference is that
I see that you're starting another line.
yeah.
I see that you're starting another line with print.
Yes.
This is my
new so line. The difference is that.
But the other one, okay.
Yeah. So the difference is that when you do it this way, it returns the same thing, like the same thing you did. It will just return it for you. But when you put a print, it will return it without this, without the string, without this quote. Do you understand it? When you do it
without the apostrophe.
Yes. Now, print means display my output. So it's going to display just the right thing. But when you just type it like this, it's just garbage in, garbage out. It will just give you what you just put to return it back. But when you say print, at this point, I want to print out my output. I want to print my result. So this is a keyword. Print is a keyword. We'll get there. It's just a gradual process. Just understand that print is a keyword. So notice that this is a new line.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Notice that this is a new line. So shift enter. This is a new line. So what happened here? Someone should explain what happened.
Okay. I think he created another line.
Okay, so I wanted to go like this is a new line. I wanted this line of statement to go to the next line. So anytime you want, because these are the basic things we do that will enable us to write big projects. So anytime you want someone to say, hello, my name is Serena, I'm from so and so place, what you do, this key here, this particular code does this one, /n, it means a new line. So Python already understands that whenever I see this, any other word I see after this, we go to the next line. Do you understand it? So it will definitely go to, it will automatically go. So if this word, let's say if it comes somewhere here, let's say somewhere here, am I excited? Let's see what happens. Did you see it? So what it does is it breaks line, so it takes it to the new line. Once Python notices that, oh, there's a code here, and this code means, please, whenever I see this, it means whatever that comes after this particular line, this particular code, this particular statement, whatever that comes after it should go to the next line. That's it. Do you understand? Should I explain again?
You must add the n, right? You must add the n.
I didn't get your question, please.
Must you add the n after the stroke? What if you don't add the n? What happens?
What if you don't have what? All right, please. I think your network is not friendly.
Okay,
or you can use the chat box. Okay.
Put the letter n after the stroke.
After the string, like you putting this is a new line. So you mean putting this new line after this string? Is that your question?
Yes, so that's my question. Because I did put the N. I found out that it didn't take it down. It had the stroke. So I just want to know what happened.
I don't know if it's just me. Odion, please, can you hear her clearly?
I can hear clearly too. I think it's a network or something.
Yeah, I think your network is breaking. I don't know. Can you use the chat box? So we want to talk about indexing and slicing in Python. Since strings are ordered sequence of characters, it means we can select single characters or grab subsections of the character. That's slicing when you're grabbing some sections. So indexing, when they say indexing starts a 0. Let's say any index, let's say we have Serena, Serena. And I want to count Serena. Serena is like 6-letter words. So indexing, Serena is 5-letter words. How? The first word starts with 0. Serena, S is 0. E is 1. R is 2. So the first word in index starts with 0. I don't know if you understand it. Do you understand? Hello? Okay, I'm seeing it. Let me read this chart. Please hold on. I noticed that if I do not put the N after the stroke, it comes out as a line statement. It doesn't take it down as a new statement. That means the N and stroke must go together. Yes, the N, the stroke, which is the slash, the forward slash, and the N must go together. They are the same, like both of them. That's without the slash or without the N, none of them will work. They must go together. Does that answer your question, Adeze? Yes, all right, that's good. Okay, so I said we're talking about index, and I said index starts with a 0. Every index everywhere. We have index in Java, we have index in PHP, we have index in Python. They all start with 0. We have Adaeze, Adaeze. Adaeze is 6-letter words, but in Python, the A is not 1. A is 0. D is 1. Do you want? Is it clear now?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So because we'll soon do that now. So you can use square brackets to graph single characters. How do you do that? Let's say you can print word. You can say word equal to hello. Who can tell me word equal to hello? Print word. Right. So what's the answer? What will be the output?
Hello.
Hello, because we are telling it, say print word. Remember, this is okay. What was this? This is a variable, Abi. The variable hello is being stored inside word. Now, we want to access hello. We are saying print word for us to get an output hello. So let's talk about the index. Now we can say word.
I'm sorry, ma.
Okay.
Why can't we just impute print and in the bracket hello, instead of using word equal to hello, is there any difference between the two?
Okay, now the reason why I did this is because I want us to see how indexing work, the index part. So I want, when we say word, in square brackets, we put 0, let's say 0. The word that it will return back. I don't know if you understand. The reason why I did this, I said word equal to, I said word equal to hello, print word. Now, for it to print word, it has to print, because I want to get hello as the output. So because I have stored this inside, I have stored hello inside the word, it will print hello for me. Now, this is word. And I say word 0. Remember that anytime I'm talking about word, meaning I'm talking of hello. I don't know if you don't understand it. Do you understand?
What is like a container?
Okay, yes.
The same thing we talked about before. So it contains hello.
I don't know, your voice is breaking, kind of.
Okay, now the question you asked, I'm giving you a reason why we did this. I said the reason why I did it is because I want us to practicalize the index in the index we talked about. Want to know how you can use it. Now I say word is equal to hello. And you said, why don't you just say print hello? Why don't you just remove this now and just put everything here, just say print hello. Of course, it will still give us hello, right? But I want us to see how indexing works. Odion, do you understand it now? Hello, Odion.
Your voice is actually breaking, so I didn't really get some of what you said.
Oh, sorry. Is it better now?
Yes, ma, it is.
Okay, I said the reason why normally I could easily just say print hello. I could just say that and I will have my hello. I could just do that. But I want us to see how indexing, we were talking about of index. I want us to see how it works. Now, and I assigned a hello to word, so that anytime I just say word 0 or word 1 or word 2 or word 3, I want to see we are working with index. Whenever you're working with indexing, you use a square bracket. So enter. What did he output? H. Meaning, I was trying to tell us that indexing always starts with 0. Do you understand? I think I can actually write here. Let me see how I can write. Let me see what you can write. I can write.
I understand that.
You understand that, right? So let me see.
Yeah, so it says 0, 1, 8E, right?
Yes. Okay, so this is the character here now. In this character, you have another one again is, now this is the index. In index, we have 0. We have 0. This is 1. This is 2. I think they're too close. This is 2. This is 3. And this is 4. Normally, this is 1, 2, 3. This is five letters. But I said that an index, there's a reason why we are doing this. An index, we should just understand it. That's all. Because when we want to use it, we know that, oh, whenever they talk of index starts from 0. So an index starts, the first letter is always 0. The second letter is 1. Then follow with the other letters. And here, I said, word is equal to hello. Print word. And you went to print hello for me because I've already assigned hello to word. And I came again, I said, word 0. I want to get the first alphabet of I want to get the first item stored inside word. Now, we have a container of so many things. Let's say a container that has 5 items in it. Remember, this is data science we're talking about. So we have to understand this. A container that has 5 items, it has a laptop, it has a Bluetooth, it has headsets, it has let's say a power bank and a phone. And I come and these things entered one after the other. And I want to know which of these items entered first, because it was arranged inside a room. The room here is the word. The hello, HELLO, they are the 5 items stored in the room called word. Now at this point, I want to have H, which is the first item. And that H here, probably it's a laptop. And I don't know, how do I get it? I can't just go, okay, let's say in the room we have 1 million items that they've already packed inside the room. This room here is the word, WORD. So they've already stored all these 1 million items inside this room. And I just want the first item that entered the room. I can't just go there. They arranged it one after the other, but you need to enter the room. You know what is 1 million? Like, you have to enter there, start looking out for bringing out all the equipment, going inside, checking out the first one. And they've made this thing easy. Just put in the particular room you stored it. What's the name of the room? The name of the room is word. What am I looking for? I'm looking for the first item. Put 0. The first item will come out. If you put 5, the sixth item that entered will come out. I think this is clear now. Is it better? Do you understand indexing now? Does it make sense at all?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So another one again. Python also supports reverse indexing. Reverse indexing is that, let's say we have the character of hello, we have the index of course, all the numbers 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. And the reverse indexing there, let's see, you can take from behind. It's used commonly to grab the last stroke of a sequence. It's the last of every sequence. Now, we can say word. Let's write. Let's say word. And now remember that anytime you are using indexing, anytime you want to work with indexing, meaning you want to get a particular item, you don't use a bracket. The only thing you must use a square bracket. If you don't use a square bracket, it will not work. It will never work. So you must use a square bracket. So we want to get -2. Let's see what to give us. -2. Give us I. How do we know the particular I? Is it this? Is it this one? Is it the second one? You can say -3. So it will be clear. Get you behind. The last stroke. minus 1 is giving us O. Okay, so do you understand it? I'm taking from behind. Don't talk about, the subheading was indexing and slicing. So now we know what an index is. Index 1, you should know that an index starts with a 0. And secondly, you start any index with a square bracket. At least that's good for us to go home with. Now the next one is slicing. We can grab entire subsections of a string with slice notation. Now when they say slice notation, let's see. There are key things we should note down. The starting index directly corresponds to where your slice will start. Even if you don't understand the notes, start explaining it through the examples. I think you know it better. Let's see, alpha. Let's say Adese is equal to should I name Adese? Wait, now Adese is equal to, I don't know your surname. Okay. Let's say A, B, C, D, E, F. Okay. Now, the reason why it's like this is they are equal. This is equal to this. No one is greater. I want to show something. Hold on. Let's check our output. I think I have a chart. How did you get the 1 and 0 as output? My network cut me off. 1 and 0 as output. Okay. It's I and 0 and O, not Z, it's O. From the hello. So we are trying to do a reverse. Trying to get it from, now we're not doing first in, first out. We're not doing it from the back. Like when I enter, the first thing I see there. When you enter the room, the first thing you see in the room, I don't want to get it from the other side. I want to get it from the other end. So it's a reverse of it. So we can have alpha square bracket 0 to 3. Let's see. A, B, C. So I will not explain. I think I have a chart. Okay. All right. So since the network cut you off, let's see. We're talking about slicing. And we said we can grab entire subsections of a string like with a slice notation. This is the notation here. You call it a syntax or a formula, but in programming we mostly call it syntax. The syntax for writing. The syntax for writing. This is repeating what I'm saying. All right. So the syntax for writing slicing is, first of all, start with colon.
start noting.
So like I said, the key things you should note that the starting index directly corresponds to where your slice will start.
Your slice will start.
Your voice is echoing, exactly. Echoing.
Your voice is echoing, exactly.
I don't know why it's echoing. Let me see. I'm not connected to two devices. I think it's better now. I really don't know if it's my network. The voice is okay. Yes, mine is. It's better. All right, fine. So it's better now. So in slicing, if you want to get everything, you can get now. I set all these things A, B, C, D, E, F should be stored inside alpha. Now I'm calling alpha. In alpha, I want to get the first 3 letter words. So I'll just say 0 to 3, meaning it should bring 1, 2, 3, meaning it should bring out A, B, C. So we can try anything. Let's say talked about Adese before. A, D, A, E, Z, E. This is equal to Okoro. I don't know who is Okoro. Okoro. I don't know who is Okoro. Then this is Adese. Now I want to get all the items stored in Adese. So I can now say Adese, put a square bracket. I want to get from 0 to 1, 2, 3, 4. Came to 0 to 2. Now you can, why don't you try something? Try something else. You can say, I want to get okay, I don't know. But you can try, you can think and turn it upside down. It must not be the same way. You can say
I did 2 to 5.
God bless you. God bless you. So that's what I was trying to explain. So it depends on what you want. You can do 2 to 4, you can do just 2, you can do anything you want. You can even do 3, 0, 6, 3 or 0, 6, 2 to still bring it out for you. Okay, I mean this class is long. We have another one again. Let's be fast so that we can finish it. Okay, just past 5. All right. Want to talk about basic string method. Basic string method. Now, I could write lesson equal to hello. I'm in class. You must not use the same thing. You can use Odion, hello, I'm typing. You can use Adese, hello, I'm enjoying the class. All right, so you can use any of this. Now, hello, I'm in class. Let's see why we did that. You can say lesson. Remember that hello, I'm in class is stored inside blessing. So this variable. Blessing dot upper. Like I said, this particular topic now we are working on is basic string methods. Basic string method. So we have different methods. So you can write upper. You must put this. First of all, let's talk about methods. Methods are actions you can call. You can call off an object usually in the form of. Now, whenever you hear, the reason why I remembered method is because of this bracket here. This upper method, the reason why this bracket is there, I'm not going to put any parameter inside, it's just empty. And the reason why this bracket is here, if you do not have this bracket, this is not a method. We call it a method or a function. Did I call it method? Some places call it, some programming languages call it function. I think Java calls it function also, I think. But then it's either a method or a function. So this upper remains invalid if you do not put this. Without this closing bracket, it is not a method or a function. What makes it a method or a function is this bracket. Now, you call it a method or you call it a function because it's going to function. Without this, it will not work. There is something, something is going to work on now. You understand? So without this bracket, we are not writing a function. So let's enter and see what we've done. Hello, I'm in class. What happened? What did you notice?
Calculator.
Calculator, right? So that's the function. So the function of upper is to change everything is stored inside blessing to a capital letter. So that's the function. But with, like I said, I know the reason I'm saying bracket. In short, it took me time to know that anytime you see any word in programming that bracket is attached to, just an empty bracket, maybe say, let's say lower bracket, that is actually a function. It took me time. I think I learned that in JavaScript. And that the day the lecturer it was not even a lecturer, I think it was one of my trainings. I think that was in 2017. So the instructor came and said, anytime you see a bracket in front of this, it means it's a function or a method. And I screamed. See, what is this, Irina? I said, oh, I didn't know. I need something of you. Well, it's a long story, cut short, just to know it this way. So we can write blessing. We can try other things. Blessing dot lower, take it to lowercase, blessing dot split. Let's see how it's going to split our word. Right, so let's continue. Blessing. This class ought to have. What's supposed to put? I don't know if I think I'm still recording. I'm still recording.
Sure.
All right. Blessing dot lower by your brackets. Dot lower. Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
What if we say, let's do this, blessing dots.
Done the split.
You've done the split, what did you get? You're like crying, your network is not friendly. Okay, do you understand it now? Split, meaning hello, hi, yeah. Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you very much. You're very, very correct. So what it does is just to split each word. Odion blessing, are we there?
Yes, ma'am.
So another one is print formatting. Print formatting. So you can use the format function to perform what is formerly known as string interpolation. Let's see. You can type username. Now, I'm writing this thing like this. The reason why I wrote this thing like this, username. Reason being that I told you before that to have, there are rules you follow to name variables. We've not talked about it, but this is one of the rules. You can use underscore. is equal to novice or newbie. Anyone? Uh-oh, what am I typing? Oh no, what's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Can you still hear me? Okay. So I'm almost out of data. We reconnect if disconnected. Yes, I can hear you. All right, Adeze, that's fine. So novice. Let's see, password. Password is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Print welcome. Use a coiling bracket. And your password is coiling bracket. Dot format username user underscore name. That's what I used for my own, comma password. Okay, so what's happening here is that I want to print my username and password. I've already stored my username into username. I've stored my password into password. So with the help of print, the format method, I'll just say format username and password. It means print username, print password. Okay, there's an error somewhere. Welcome, and your password is okay. Format. Let's see if it's still the same. While scanning string literals, okay. And your password, there's a problem here. I'm having issues here. Okay, it's format, not for me. So this is how we debug. Everybody used to have issues. Nobody's perfect. I think I will still have an error. Okay, what happened here? It did not return. It didn't say, it said welcome, still brought back the same thing. There's still error. Somebody should correct me now, please. Welcome, novice, and your password is this. Okay, I have a chat. Please, I'm having low battery now. All right, Blessing, you'll get the recording later. So do you understand? Welcome novice, and your password is this. So what happened here is, okay, I have a chat. Thanks. Okay, thanks a lot. Oh, you're welcome, Blessing. What happened here is store this inside here, this here. So you can say print username, comma, password. You still have this. But we just wanted to use the format method. Let's see how it works. So it works the same thing with, but remember it must be dot format. Then you put whatever you want to print out inside a bracket. Otherwise it will not work. Okay, and then it said MB finished. MB finished. So I think it's just me and Ojon is in class now. And I think she's supposed to reconnect back. Still have a lot. We've not talked about Boolean. We've not talked about list and loops. Indexing and slicing. We've talked about it, but we have to talk more on it. A link function, have functions, useful list methods. Still have a lot to. We've not talked about nested list, loops, while loops, break keyword, for loop with a list, for loop with strings, for loop with tuple unpacking, tuple unpacking. We have plenty of things. So what should we do? Odio, what should we do?
I really don't know, but I guess we have to wait for the rest of the class. If not, you have to repeat yourself again in the
Because
next
Adesa
class.
said she's out of data. Blessing said her battery is low. And
I really don't know. Except if you send the recording to them.
yeah, but definitely I'll share the recording in class, but then it's always good when we have 2 or 3 people in class, so that when they have questions, I can refer them back to you or to any other person. If we have like 2 people in class, one are Daisy. So when they're watching the video and they have questions, they can ask you or ask Daisy.
I'm busy. I understand now.
All right, so I think we'll end here. This is 4:30. No.
Okay, ma'am.
Just have to end the class here. And let's hope that our next section will be better than, will stay longer than this.
Okay,
right? So when you have a question, please, you shouldn't stop here. You can proceed from where I stop. Go to the internet, check. These things are not, I've not done anything that is not existing. All of these things are on the internet. It's just that I've gone through the training before. So go to the internet, do a whole lot, ask questions, send me a questions on my WhatsApp. I will not reply immediately, but I will definitely reply yes, please. All right, so we'll meet on Saturday at 4 p.m. again on this platform.
Okay, please, ma'am, what's like the time frame from 4:30, from 4 o'clock to when?
It's supposed to be from 4 to maximum, 4 to 6 maximum.
Okay, ma'am.
I think this is 5:30. Class almost finished. All right, thank you for joining today's section.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank
You're
you.
welcome. Bye.
Bye.